Other interesting political news, you have Vivek and The Rock go viral at Daytona. Now, The Rock is known for allegedly not taking copious amounts of steroids, but somehow being in his 50s and more, as the youth might say, jacked now than ever, having more muscle mass than probably an entire sports balls team. Now, Vivek said, quote, "Most patriotic crowd I've seen in a long time. Start your engines, baby. Ready for Daytona 500. And one of the most viral pictures is of him standing with The Rock. Of course, he's in a tank top. And The Rock has some type of necklace. And he's wearing aviators inside, which a fashion faux pas in and of itself, as we all know. Real men always suit up, as we always should. Now, of course, The Rock is also a famous leftist. I mean, politically speaking, he's helped out Democratic candidates time and time again. So a lot of people know his political affiliations, or they at least know how much they can pay him for. Now, going to the comment section, I think there's, spoiler alert, it's probably going to be some pushback because, again, of The Rock's or Dwight Johnson's background in terms of his political supportings. And a lot of people debate, does he have any real opinions? He seems to be just an amalgamation of every PR's wet dream, some might say. He just says things that are not controversial. And the most boring interview of all was when he went on Joe Rogan, and he barely gave any answers, and he was just a talking billboard. It was almost like talking to a politician where they don't really tell you, they don't really give you an actual answer. They just dance around the question. It's just, and stall for time. A lot of people thought it was going to be the interview of the year. A lot of people, there's a big allure. I mean, he's viral. He's got 40 plus million followers on the Instagram. A lot of people think, The Rock is great. He's in the Fast and Furious films, which are, of course, they're billion-dollar films. Everyone sees them. And yet, that was one of the most boring interviews Joe Rogan has ever done, truth be told. And a lot of people just roasted the interview. Now, going to the comments here, and again, it went pretty good. It got about 863,000 views, but only 21,000 likes. So it's not one of Vivek's most liked posts on social media. Again, this is from his ex-Twitter account. Now, going to the comment section, one of the first ones comes from Bruce Bain, saying, quote, "The Rock is a woke lib Biden-Harris taint liquor," unquote, 343 likes. Megatron says, quote, "Man, I really liked you before I saw you were fanboying The Rock. He endorsed everything you say you're against," unquote, 161 likes. Now, ZNO said, "Never forget," and it is a video of The Rock with the president, Biden, as well as Kamala Harris.
Well, thank you for your work. Let me start off by saying, guys, I've been a lucky guy over the years in my life and my career to have been part of and participated in some real defining moments. And I have never publicly endorsed a presidential candidate or a vice presidential candidate in my life, over my career. So I figured let's kick this conversation off this way by me officially publicly endorsing you both to become president and vice president of our great country.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Now, the most viral result was everyone saying, "Remember, you don't want to be as dumb as a rock." And of course, they had this video of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, that was probably not an insignificant contributing factor of how Biden got elected. Because again, The Rock is viral. He's got 40 plus million followers on the Instagram or whatever. And a lot of people, America, worship celebrities. They think they know everything. That's why they buy the alcohol beverages that they, shill, and all the other brands that they have endorsement deals with. A lot of people, there's a lot of faith in celebrities for some silly reason. And that video got 417 likes. And again, I think a lot of people are going to be calling bringing this forth, saying, "Hey, Vivek, this guy's everything you're against." And I was going to say, I don't know. Let me pull up the video. I don't know if Vivek's kids are the age at which Fast and Furious would be an appropriate thing for them to watch, or if they know Dwayne Johnson from some of the movies, and maybe that's why he wanted the picture. Now, Monica says, quote, "The Rock is not a patriot. He's a flip-flopper Democrat that only says what you want to hear to the cameras, depending on the crowd. Just an FYI, getting 450 likes." Trump.ai said, quote, "The Rock is a cat liberal." A little bit of an alteration to make it moderately family friendly. It got 391 likes. America AF says, quote, "I'm surprised The Rock took a picture with you," getting 137 likes. Let's see. couple people trying to find some more original ones. You had some of the same people tweeting again. A lot of people are roasting Vivek, saying, what are you thinking? Let's see. The Jenna Frido says, quote, the best/most honest interview with Dwayne Johnson I've ever seen. And same on Joe Rogan. It's only about a minute long, so let's give that a quick listen.
Reading stuff and believing. Yeah, well, it was when I was a kid.
Oh. Good old music will get it taken down. So that did get 16 likes, but again, it's just Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson avoiding the question, speaking in concepts, and not taking a real stand on anything or stance on anything. Let's see if we got one more here. Cameron Gilliland says, quote, you're calling The Rock a patriot, unquote, getting 10 likes. M. Sully says, quote, yeah, wouldn't have taken a picture with The Rock puppet, unquote. And it's, again, the video of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson doing the presidential endorsement. So this very well... Okay, we got a couple of people saying good, they like NASCAR, vroom vroom. Those are getting between 1 and 3 likes. So we've been following Vivek for about a year now. That's the most ratioed he's ever gotten. That's the most negative feedback ever. Bar none. I mean, usually you're always going to have your contrarians. Maybe, say Vivek is usually maybe gets 60% positive comments and responses on the social media. I mean, this is, looks like he got 85% negative plus. I mean, that is just awful. Because again, I don't think anyone thinks Dwayne Johnson is really authentic, or he really is nothing more than just a PR stunt. He doesn't really do anything except he pushes the brands that he owns. He doesn't do anything controversial. He's just someone who pretends to have no opinion. Like one of those friends that's really annoying because they'll never tell you how they're actually thinking. He just comes off as one of those guys. So again, it's fascinating to see the first time Vivek really got ratioed in a bad way was with just a picture of him with Dwayne Johnson. Now, we'll see what Dwayne Johnson actually does. I don't think he would ever actually endorse someone like Trump. But yeah, in terms of political blunders, and again, Vivek's no longer running for Republican nominee. I mean, a lot of people are wondering where he'll land at the end of the day in terms of his prospective political career. But I mean, taking a picture with someone as perceived and probably is inauthentic like The Rock certainly isn't doing him any favors. Thank you everyone again for taking the time to tune in today. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment and a thumbs up, thumbs down, and sharing is also a great way to give us the additional feedback as well as help the channel grow. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.